You know the feeling. You wake up, grab your coffee, open your phone, and boom. Headline number 1. AI is smarter than you. Scroll down. Headline number 2. Why your degree is now obsolete. It's everywhere. It feels like every time you blink, a new bot is released that can do your job faster, cheaper, and without complaining about the office temperature. It's not just a worry anymore. For some of us, it's a constant, low-level panic. Are we all just waiting to be replaced?
It's heavy, and we need to pause here and be incredibly honest with you. This is a difficult topic. It's philosophical. We have never been in this situation before as a species, and there is no instruction manual.
Exactly. If you see some guru online promising that this one trick will save your career, they are lying to you. No one knows for sure what the workplace looks like in 5 years. Anyone claiming they have a definitive answer is being deceitful. There are no guarantees.
Think of it like preparing for any uncertain future. We don't have perfect predictions, but we can make educated guesses about risk reduction. Just like diversifying investments or building emergency savings, no single strategy is 100% perfect, but stacking smart choices improves your odds.
Right. We are in the same boat with the AI workplace. We're offering an informed opinion on how to reduce your risk. We're looking at the landscape as we move through 2026 and asking, what safety layers can we add to our careers?
Our analysis suggests the best risk reduction is to double down on what AI struggles with most. And there's data backing this up. The US Career Institute analyzed automation risk across hundreds of occupations and identified 65 jobs with the lowest probability of being automated.
What are they? Robotics technicians?
Actually, the jobs with the lowest automation risk are rooted in emotional intelligence. For example, nurse practitioners top the list, with a massive 45.7% projected growth by 2032. Mental health counselors are also among the safest, growing at 22%.
Okay, so the people whose job centers on relationship management are safer. The people whose job is data entry or rigid routines are high risk.
Exactly. Now, to help you understand why these jobs resist automation, we've analyzed current AI capabilities across the 4 pillars of emotional intelligence.
If you want to learn more about the 4 pillars of emotional intelligence, click here to watch our video on that topic before continuing. We've added a link back to this video at the end of that one.
Full transparency. The scores we're about to present to you come from our assessment of where AI technology currently hits a wall. This is our strategic analysis, not a definitive ranking.
Right. We're profiling the competition based on the specs we know today. Let's look at it.
On self-management, which is following rules and regulating output, we rate AI's capability at 8 out of 10. It's disciplined and consistent. On social awareness, scanning data to spot patterns, we rate it 6 out of 10. It's improving fast.
So if your job is primarily following procedures or analyzing patterns, you're in the higher risk zone. That's the uncomfortable truth.
But look at self-awareness. We rate AI's capability at 1 out of 10. Why? Because AI has no inner life. It doesn't know why it makes decisions, can't reflect on its own biases, and can't read a room's emotional temperature.
Okay, but to be fair, I'm also not great at reading a room's emotional temperature.
Alex, you walked into our Q&A session last month eating a burrito. The theme was professional presence.
It was a small burrito, and I was hungry.
The point is, you at least knew it was questionable. AI doesn't even have that. And relationship management. We rate it 3 out of 10. It can simulate conversation, but it cannot build deep trust, navigate a crisis with empathy, or repair a damaged relationship.
So, to reduce your career risk, you need to lean into roles that require self-awareness and relationship management, the things AI genuinely can't replicate yet.
Now, here's something important. A lot of content creators would give you a quick 2-minute exercise right here. We decided against that. Why? Because thinking you can master these skills in 2 minutes is simply unrealistic.
You can't learn to manage complex human relationships in the time it takes to make toast. These are deep, difficult skills that require real effort over time.
If you're serious about this risk reduction, you need to go deeper. Resources like Emotional Intelligence 2.0 by Travis Bradberry, Daniel Goleman's foundational work, or structured EQ assessments can help. We'll link some options in the description. But the key is committing to the practice, not just reading about it.
So instead of a quick trick, let's talk about where these skills actually lead. If you do the work, what kind of roles does this open up for you?
Let's start with how to build these skills in your current role. You don't have to change careers tomorrow. Just add the emotional intelligence layer to your current job. For example, focus on client trust, not just the deliverables.
Right, you're adding the emotional intelligence layer to what you already do.
But what if you're looking for a career pivot? Well, if your strength is self-awareness, understanding human context and impact, you are built for strategy and leadership. And if your strength is relationship management, navigating conflict and influence, look at crisis coordination or mediation. As AI disrupts things, tension goes up. We need humans to solve human problems.
Basically, be the person who manages the chaos the technology creates, or the person who sells the solution. You know, business development or product management. Someone has to convince people to adopt the tech. The tech can't sell itself.
And that brings us to the most critical point. We framed AI as a competitor, but the smartest way to secure your career is actually to treat it as a tool.
Right. We're not saying reject technology and go live off the grid. That's not the move.
The future belongs to people who can use AI to handle the 80% of work that's routine. You know, the meat and veg of daily work, such as data processing, first drafts, scheduling. So they have more energy for the 20% that requires human connection. If you reject AI, you'll be outpaced. But if you use it to clear your plate so you can focus on relationship management, you create leverage.
Meat and veg. Clear your plate. Are you doing this on purpose?
Doing what?
This is what high emotional intelligence looks like, everyone. He's bringing up plates just to remind you about the burrito. This is calculated.
I have no idea what you're talking about. But if I did, that would be situational awareness, reading the room, timing a callback for effect.
Unbelievable. But for the record, and as I've said to you before, Jay, foil counts as a plate.
It really doesn't.
Okay, fine. Jay's point is this. Use AI like you'd use a plate. It's a tool that makes the messy stuff manageable so you can focus on what matters, which in my case that day was not the burrito.
Exactly. Use the tool. And if you're wondering how to actually strike that balance, how to use AI to amplify your work without letting it do your thinking for you, we have a video exactly on that topic. It's called, "Is using AI to get better grades cheating? Or can it actually make me smarter?"
It was our first YouTube video, and so is even less polished than Jay's presentation style, but it's still worth a watch. It's linked at the end of the video and in the description. Go watch that next. But here's the bottom line. Your technical skills get you hired, but your ability to connect, adapt, and lead under pressure is what keeps you valuable. So start building that muscle today.
Excellent. Thanks for watching, everyone.
No burrito pun to close us out?
No, I think we've wrapped that up.
There it is.
See you in the next one, folks.